Have you ever noticed how things in Europe seem to take forever? Whether it's a new law, a big infrastructure project, or even just getting a permit, the process can feel incredibly slow and bureaucratic. It's easy to get frustrated and think, why can't they just get it done? But what if I told you this obsession with procedure isn't a bug, but a feature? What if this deep-seated belief that the how is just as important as the what is actually one of Europe's greatest strengths? Today, we're diving deep into Europe's attachment to procedure and why, in a world obsessed with speed and disruption, this commitment to doing things the right way might be more valuable than ever. It's a story about history, philosophy, and the very definition of a fair society. To understand this, we have to go back in time. Europe is a continent forged in conflict. For centuries, power was often absolute, arbitrary, and brutal. Kings, emperors, and dictators made decisions on a whim, and ordinary people had little to no say. The devastating wars of the 20th century, driven by ideologies that steamrolled individual rights, left an indelible scar on the European psyche. Out of that darkness came a powerful idea: never again would power be unchecked. Never again would the state be able to act without limits. The solution was to build systems based not on the whims of a powerful leader, but on the rule of law. And the rule of law is all about procedure. It's about creating clear, transparent, and predictable rules that apply to everyone, especially those in power. Think about it like this: if you're accused of a crime, you wouldn't want a judge to just declare you guilty based on a gut feeling. You'd want a process, you'd want the right to see the evidence, to have a lawyer, to present your side of the story in a fair trial. That entire process is procedure. It's designed to protect you from arbitrary power and ensure that the outcome, whatever it may be, is legitimate. This principle extends far beyond the courtroom. When the European Union wants to pass a new regulation, say on data privacy like GDPR, it doesn't happen overnight. The proposal goes through a long and winding journey. It's debated by the European Parliament, which is directly elected by citizens. It's scrutinized by the Council, representing the governments of the member states. Experts are consulted, impact assessments are carried out, and stakeholders from businesses to consumer groups have a chance to voice their opinions. Yes, it's slow. Yes, it can be frustrating. But this lengthy process serves a crucial purpose. It builds consensus. By the time a law is passed, it has been examined from every possible angle. It reflects a compromise between 27 different countries, hundreds of political parties, and countless interest groups. The final outcome isn't just the will of the strongest. It's a decision that, in theory, everyone has had a chance to shape. This legitimacy is the glue that holds a diverse continent together. Compare this to a more move fast and break things approach. A tech CEO can change a platform's entire business model overnight with a single decision. A powerful government might push through a major policy with little debate or public consultation. It's certainly faster, but is it better? Often, this speed comes at a cost. It can lead to unintended consequences, public backlash, and a feeling that decisions are being imposed from on high. The outcome might be achieved, but it lacks the moral and political authority that comes from a legitimate process. This is what philosophers call procedural justice. The idea is that a fair process is a key component of a just outcome. People are more likely to accept a decision, even if they don't personally agree with it, if they believe the process used to reach it was fair and transparent. This fosters trust in institutions, which is absolutely essential for a stable and functioning society. Let's look at another example: urban planning. Why does it take so long to build a new railway line or a public park in a European city? Because there's a huge emphasis on consultation. Local residents have to be heard. Environmental impact studies must be conducted. Historical preservation societies get their say. Every stone is turned over. The goal isn't just to build the railway, but to build it in a way that respects the community, the environment, and the city's heritage. The process forces a more holistic and considered approach, preventing the kind of top-down development that can destroy the character of a neighborhood. Of course, this system isn't perfect. Bureaucracy can become an end in itself, a phenomenon sometimes called eurosclerosis. The process can be captured by special interests with the resources to navigate its complexities. And sometimes, in the face of a genuine crisis, the slowness can be a dangerous liability. The initial European response to the COVID-19 pandemic or the energy crisis showed the strain on a system designed for deliberation, not rapid, emergency action. There's a constant tension between legitimacy and efficiency, between deliberation and decisiveness. Finding the right balance is the perennial challenge for European governance. But the underlying preference is clear. It is better to be slow and right than fast and wrong. It is better to have an outcome that is widely accepted because the process was fair than one that is pushed through quickly but breeds resentment and division. In our modern world, we're conditioned to want instant gratification. We want next-day delivery, instant downloads, and quick fixes. But Europe's attachment to procedure offers a powerful counter-narrative. It suggests that some things are too important to be rushed. Building a just society, protecting individual rights, and making decisions that affect millions of people require care, deliberation, and a deep respect for process. So the next time you find yourself rolling your eyes at European bureaucracy, take a moment to consider what it represents. It is the legacy of a painful history and a conscious choice to build a future based on the rule of law, not the rule of force. It is a belief that how you get there matters just as much as where you're going. In a world that often feels chaotic and arbitrary, there's a quiet strength and a deep wisdom in that commitment. What do you think? Is this focus on procedure a strength or a weakness? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and if you found this interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into culture and society. See you next time.